Are you ready?
Peeps, how's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a good little Wednesday here, some midday. Pistons will be taking on the Dallas Mavericks tomorrow, but depending on where you're watching this, game already been happening. But reportedly from Twitter on Pistons Wave, shout out to Pistons Wave. If you guys have Twitter or Instagram, follow him. He's got a whole bunch of news and leaks and stuff out there. Don't know if this one's true. I would think it would be true because they didn't say they were actively trying to pursue DLO. They just said that they had interest in DLO, which it's not really a big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure with the exception of the Lakers and the Nets, every team's going to have interest in DLO. This has been talked about for a long time. I know a lot of you guys want DLO to come here. Personally, I would love to get DLO. Not sure what the Warriors are going to want, but it sounds from just NBA analysts, the Pistons analysts on Twitter. A lot of you fans have been bugging the Pistons to do it. It sounds like they're going to try to do their due diligence, which they have. You know, anytime a player comes available, it seems the Pistons have been at least on the phone trying to get it. Now, it doesn't mean the Pistons are going to be the favorites to get him or anything like that. I'm pretty sure they said that we were the favorites to get Westbrook or something like that. It didn't pan out. We will call, what is it, December 11th today, at the time I'm recording this. We got till the 15th. So, I mean, it's relatively quick. 4 days away from DLO being available. So the trade rumors are going to be out there. So doesn't mean we're going to get them. But what would DLO mean for us? And I've talked about this a little bit. You're going to have to keep the core people, especially if you're serious about winning right now. So I don't know how you're going to get DLO because he, in the East at least, would be an all-star. And don't forget, he's already dropped 50 points this season. So just because the Warriors are butt cheeks right now doesn't mean he is. He's been playing pretty good when he plays, but, you know, he's got those nagging injuries. And again, I'm not sure how much of it's because the Warriors are trying to tank and Curry, Clay are all out for the year. I don't know. But when healthy, he's a great point guard. And in the East, he's an all-star. No doubt about it. Circle it, pencil it, write it down. He is an all-star in the East. So if you're trading for that player, because he could take us to the next level, getting D'Lo would be a game changer. But you have to have Blake Griffin. And you have to have Andre Drummond. If you trade Andre and get D'Lo, the Pistons would still be good, but I think they'd still kind of be in the same boat. It'd have way more scoring opportunities. And I don't really... people would say trade for Willie Cauley-Stein. He's a good player. I think he's more of a backup center, though. I don't think he'd come in here and help. I would much rather see Christian Wood start, just because he's young and we don't know what he could do in that kind of minute. But if you can keep that three right there, Blake, D'Lo, and Dre, it'd be pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Luke Kennard, Sekou, and Christian Wood are all untouchable for me. I'm not including Jordan Bone because he's down in the G League. Don't trade him either. But those 3-4 people right there are really untouchable. I don't know how we'd be able to get D'Lo if we're not going to trade anybody big, because they're not going to take Reggie and Thongmaker and take our garbage and, you know, we're going to get gold in return. It's not going to happen. We are going to have to part ways with a good player. I don't want to trade Luke to the Warriors because I know they would turn him into a splash brother over there and give him the opportunities that he needs still here. So I'm not sure what we would have to give up. Probably a first. The Warriors might be loading up on draft picks and getting some young talent to throw in there with Clay and Curry next season. But the Pistons have a shot at this. So, I mean, it's not like D'Lo's a superstar. It's not like he's a face of the league. He is an all-star, and he is a nice player to have. Again, I don't have a problem trading draft picks for D'Lo since he's in his prime. The only ones I don't like trading draft picks for, like first rounds for, are people above their 30s, you know, like in their prime still, but won't have it much longer. So, yeah, we're going to have to throw a first in there at least. And again, they're not going to take our dumpster and turn it into a luxury BMW. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to part ways with some people that we like and love, but D'Lo's got an extension, so he'd be here for a while. He's a nice player to have, and you can build around him. So if you don't trade Dre and he walks, again, I think we would have to do a three-person trade. 3-team trade. Atlanta's looking for some talent. You know, Andre might not want to be back here. I don't know. Personally, I don't think we have enough just by ourselves to trade for D'Lo. And we got a shot. We'll have to get some 3-team trades going here to get him here. But if we do get D'Lo, and we can keep the core, keep Derrick Rose, keep Luke Kennard, we could have something here, man. If you have a point guard starting of D'Lo's caliber, a player who can go off any given night, literally score 50 points like he did at the beginning of the season, he's not going to be James Harden and doing it every other game or so. But that would be huge. The Pistons have been missing this true point guard. You know, he's really a scoring point guard, but he's got nice passing vision. He knows when to give the ball up, but he's one of those players you can give the ball to and get everyone else out of the way and let him go get you an easy bucket. So it'd be nice to have, absolutely nice to have, and then to have Derrick Rose coming off the bench. So, I mean, at all times throughout the game, you're either have to guard D'Lo or Derrick Rose. You'd be giving teams nightmares. Not to mention that it would give time for Blake to heal up. Blake could take a lot more time off. We won't have to rely on Blake so much. Plus, I think the backcourt of D'Lo and Luke Kennard would be pretty solid. That's a lot of scoring to have. And the Pistons really haven't been a bad offensive team this year. It's kind of shocking. I think they said they were a top 5 or top 10 team in terms of total offense. Their problem's been defense. D'Lo's not really a guy who's going to come in here and help establish to change that, but he'd be able to keep the defense lackluster afloat with scoring some more points to counter it out. So maybe it would be a better defensive move to get more scoring. I don't know. But I'd love to have D'Lo. And I know many of you guys would have D'Lo. But just because we're interested in him doesn't mean we're going to get him. And again, doesn't mean the Warriors are going to part ways with him. I know that people are going to be calling on him, but again, doesn't mean that he's going to be available or they're going to move on from him. So Chris Paul, Steven Adams, and someone else from OKC have all been made available. Don't want either one of those, but it could be something, a trading partner. We might have a 4-team trade here. I don't know. We don't know. But when players are put on the trade block, we want certain players. We can't get done by ourselves. Players who become available. It's nice to have some 3-team trades like that. So, I'm not saying we're going to get anyone from the Thunder. I really don't want anybody from the Thunder. But in order to get D'Lo, we're going to need some outside help because we don't have enough of ourselves to go ahead and get D'Lo. But I'd be perfectly cool with this. I think getting D'Lo would be our big free agency move due to next season, since there's not really too many people out there that are going to come in and change this franchise and make a big impact like that. Andre's really probably the biggest free agent, and then if Brandon Ingram keeps playing the way he's been playing, he might be one of the biggest free agents out there, but I think he might be restricted. So there's some things out there that could be happening. I know a lot of you guys want Robert Covington. He'd be a good pickup, but again, he's not going to take this team to the next level like D'Lo can. He'd be a solid piece to have. And I'm not against trading. I'm not against trading for him, but he's not going to be anyone who's going to come in here and change the culture. He'd help out defensively. He's a good wing player, good 3-and-D player. So we'll have to wait and see. The Pistons making this move would be their big free agency signing, so don't look for anything big come free agency time if they trade for D'Lo. If they don't, we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what you guys think about this. Give me some trade scenarios to get D'Lo. Give me some trade thoughts you guys want outside of D'Lo. Anything revolving the Pistons, just drop it down in the comment section below. Instagram, Twitter, DSM numbers in the description. Be sure to follow us all on social media and subscribe to everybody in the description if you have not already. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.